Hello and welcome back to Ultimate Marble Racing, continuing on with Season 2 here at Sewer Speedway for Race 4. So Sewer Speedway in the previous season known to have quite a few shortcuts and a lot of room to make mistakes. But also a lot of chances to gain some big positions if you play it right. So as we have a look around the track, you can already see there are multiple routes to take. Plenty of chances to gain and lose positions around the track. You see we have our drop downs here, multi-layers. Different ways as a bounce pad over here to jump that section out. There's also a shortcut here which saves a lot of time. Another one in a split area which saves a ton of time than going around those two pipes. Then all the way through and around to probably one of the most dangerous parts. So this is where risk meets reward, and this middle pipe, quickest shortcut through this area. But it does actually, they've changed the pipe. I've noticed this looks like it's actually been updated. So the original version of this track, this pipe used to send you through the air, and there's a chance you'd overshoot this end point, making it quite a risky route to take as a shortcut. But it looks like they've actually made it so the pipe is now exiting on the ground. So maybe there's less risk for taking the middle shortcut pipe this time around. We may see less DNFs because of it. So that may now be a very safe shortcut to take. Apart from that, I think most of the track is still the same. I think there may have been some colouring, looks like they're using maybe some new paints for the textures. But apart from those changes, I think everything else is just about the same. So maybe they've reduced the DNFs on this since the last time we played it. We shall see. So let's get the races in and then we'll do the predictions. So of course reverse grid from the last race. You go through and see the places. There is going to be 12 laps. I have now increased the laps for the remaining races of this season, as the last two races were quite short. The streams were a lot shorter than they were meant to be. So the laps have been adjusted, so our races will be longer in the future, which I'm sure is good news for most people. They won't be over as quick, and now we will get the predictions started. So, how many DNFs do you think there will be in this race? 2 minutes and the predictions are live. So 2 minutes to enter your predictions of the channel points. So be sure to get those in before the 2 minutes are up. So 12 laps around, keep that in mind. A change to the end, and potentially there could be some changes to some of the other spots. So I know one of the hot spots of falling off was here, which I don't think these walls used to be there. No, I'm pretty sure they weren't. There's also barriers on some of these corners, so take that into account. It looks like since the previous season there's been some work done to try and keep more marbles in the race. But is it enough? As we know, we here at UMR do have some interesting ways of falling off. In fact, they've even covered this bit, which had one of the strangest fall-offs in Season 1, where someone did manage to bounce backwards off the spinners. So a lot of areas have now been covered, so this could affect the DNF rate. But will it stop everyone from falling off? And is there still a chance for people to run a bit too slow or get stuck anywhere? I know this was one spot that people used to get stuck in. Don't know if that boost has been moved slightly forward to help with that, or maybe it's stronger. But we shall see. There is, of course, only one way to find out, and that is to race. So the predictions are coming to an end now. Which means we can get this race started. There's the lights countdown. And they're green, and everyone is off down the first straight into the first set of obstacles. It looks like Pesky Bird's going to try and make an early lead. Of course, there are multiple ways to go here. Poms and Sawyer are also trying to gain on the other route, but it looks like this will be quicker. Will anyone drop into the shortcut? It looks like Poms will. Pesky Bird and Magic Monkey going opposite ways round. With that shortcut doing wonders for Tokyo and Poms as they're flying off ahead. Westport going for a lunge, but doesn't really get anywhere with it, bouncing backwards again. Tokyo getting sent backwards. Christopher's now up into the lead. We'll be going the opposite side to Poms around this section. So it looks like Poms with the drop down there gets a good run. Ib's going to come through. Will end up dropping down. Doesn't get the boost over the pads and the quicker route. But Sawyer, Shax and Dom do. So there's Armtech and Wolf. So a lot of position changes going on early on in this race. I feel like that is how this will continue on. See Christopher with a shortcut getting up into second. You take a quick look at those further back. Harry giving Stanky a bump. It's like Cheese and Poms are going to get this big shortcut. This could be big for Cheese. Currently in 13th. That puts them all the way up into second. A good run. Might be enough to get past Shax if they can take the corner as well. But with a rebound, it's not going to help. Going to drop a couple of positions because of it. See Boer coming through. Taking the left side. Is going to get through the spinner quite easily. See Stanky not far behind, followed by Poms. Looks like Boer's going to cut in front of Shax. Cheese up into first, taking the new and improved shortcut route. No risk there anymore, and just managing to stay in front of Christopher. Christopher doesn't get a good entry into that launch point. So it looks like we already have issues further back as Skyline has managed to get themselves stuck. I think there must be a small lip there. Storm King and Crimson both drew. Crimson's managed to bounce off the edge. Like I say here at UMR, we always find the strangest ways you can possibly get stuck or fall off. Storm King's actually got wedged on one of the spinners. I'm sure they'll get set free. So as we head back up to the top, looks like Christopher's back into the lead, getting past Cheese. Shax and Poms fighting each other, slowing each other down, so Stanky's going to come through. Boer is just behind. Then we've got Dom followed by Sawyer. Ib just missing the shortcut, then Beefcake. Demon, Armtech getting the shortcut, followed by Harry. We've got Wood being chased by Zach. Zach will get past, but Nick is just behind. There's some big position changes going on once again. Looks like Shax is actually moving up into the lead. We'll now be competing with Cheese as Christopher drops a couple of places. But they're dropping a few places. Armtech is out in front of them as well. Stanky with a big bounce there. But does land it. So we're going to see as they come around this section. Cheese currently in the lead. Doesn't hit the bounce pads, so we'll be going the longer way round. Shax rolling over the bounce pad. Cheese having a bit of trouble getting slowed down, not getting a good angle off the boost. Meanwhile, Poms taking the shortcut. This could be enough to jump up into first. Very close between Poms, Shax and Cheese right now, but it looks like Shax has done enough to get up into the lead. just in front of Poms. But TJ is going to take the shortcut above as Armtech is chasing down Cheese, putting them at risk of dropping a position. Now it's TJ, Poms and Shax together. Shax almost getting the shortcut, but Poms will. Oh, but they've fallen out. They don't hold on. Cheese struggling to hold that position after a good run into this lap. It looks like a few people are piling up on the spinner. We've got Stormy dropping in one side behind Blockmaster and Armtech. Then we've got Wood, Demon, Christopher Sawyer, China, James and Wurt on the other side. So everyone's still fairly close together. But Shax's trying to make a breakaway off into the lead. Armtech's got a brilliant run, but going into some of the obstacles. The Dirt Monster now trying to get past Shax. We've got Zach and Storm King gaining as they're losing time fighting each other for position. Dirt Monster just cutting in front of Zach. Hold them back. As we exit the tunnel. It's actually Cloud Monkey in front. I did not see that happen. So Cloud Monkey's actually quite far ahead. Shax getting through the shortcut, followed by Storm King, Zach and Dirt Monster. All of them getting the shortcut and a good run, gaining on Cloud Monkey. They head back up to the start line for lap 3. It's Cloud Monkey, Storm King, Shax, Zach. Also they get slowed down as they hit the line, and that's actually helped Dirt Monster and costed Armtech. Flying into the back of them. It's Demon, Skull of Thugs and Cheese. So it looks like you want to get a really good launch coming out of this pipe. Because as soon as you touch the ground you will be slowed down. So Stormy dropping a few positions in the slowdown. Further back it looks like Space Comet, Jenny, Diamond Swords and Magic are having some trouble. Going at the back, Skyline is still stuck. Crimson is still stuck. I think they are currently the only two still out of action. But up at the front, Cheese has moved up into top spot once again. The fastest lap has now been taken by Cloud Monkey with a brilliant lap on that last one. Cheese, you did the thing again. What did you do again? You joined late again. Looks like Wood has moved up to second with Armtech just behind. Cloud Monkey and Zach absolutely flying through the pipe, trying to gain some positions. Looks like Storm King will absolutely fly through. Yes, you joined late again. It doesn't matter. At least you're here. Only 3 laps in. And currently leading the race. But behind we have Cloud Monkey and Dirt Monster side by side. Wood taking the quicker route through, followed by Shax and Ib. Going to drop down. Shax getting the shortcut, Wood will not. Ib also just getting the shortcut. But Cheese making quite a bit of a breakaway at the front, trying to extend that lead. Meanwhile, in second, it looks like we're going to have Shax. So we've lost one. Jake has gone off in this section somewhere. Like I say, we always find a way off. The rules do not save you here at UMR. There's always a way. Demon saying they're not going to win the race, so they'll try and win the prediction, hopefully. I think the last race, or was it the showcase that we didn't get the predictions right? I think it was the showcase. So far, I think Demon has got every race prediction right this season. Yeah, an unfortunate end to Jake's race will be a DNF for them. But up at the front in the shortcut once again is Cheese. Absolutely flying away with this race so far, but it is still early. Lots of opportunities for shortcuts for people to gain and for time to be lost. Then Shax and Ib just behind. As Cheese takes the fastest lap with that amazing lap. Shax now heading down, Ib heading down with the shortcut route. Baz will not be taking the shortest route. Stanky and Storm King did. But Armtech's going to gain here with a very good run through the shortcut. Then we've got Christopher, James. James with a very good run actually. He's going to get past Demon and Tokyo. Then Cloud Monkey and Beefcake are joining that battle as well. As we follow them up, we already see Cheese making their way down the next section of the track. Shax a little bit further behind and a bit of a gap back to the battle for third. It looks like Stanky is currently going to be moving up into that third position. But Storm King's going to try and steal it away with the top route, but a bad line through there has not helped them, which means Demon is now right behind them. But they have got into the shortcut, so that'll be great time game for Storm King and pushing them up into second. Then Shax behind in third, Tokyo in fourth, James having some trouble in fifth. Wood's going to get past them, take that position. Skyline and Crimson both still stuck. It looks like they're going to remain that way for the rest of the race. Side Effects really far behind, could be getting lapped. So Wood going the longer way round. Will not be competing with Shax currently. And Tokyo with the better route as well. She bounces into the shortcut. So Cheese has managed to lap Side Effects already on lap 4. But it's not going well for Side Effects this race. Then we have Storm King. Oh, Storm King a lap down. It looks like Storm King is also a lap down. So it's Shax in second, Tokyo in third, Armtech coming down in fourth, Wood currently in fifth, but there is a big pack just behind. Yeah, whatever you did, Cheese, is working well. For now. But can you keep this momentum into the second half of the race? We're still early days. Wood having some trouble getting bashed around by the rest of the racers as they have caught up. Always bad once the big group gains. See a lot of time loss as you compete for positions. A couple of bounce backs for Baz and James. Meanwhile, up the front, Shax is going for a big run on Cheese. Cheese is just managing to hold first into lap 5. With a good exit, gives them a bit more momentum down the straight. How will it go in the spinner? Shax is right behind them now. The bad exit from that spinner, Shax is in front. Who's going to carry the better line through here? Cheese going through the bottom route. Unfortunately, I think that's going to be slower. And Cheese in a bit of trouble here. Not carrying a good line means they're stuck on the booster trying to get momentum going again. Just get going, but that's going to have lost quite a lot of time, letting Shax break away in the top spot. But there's still a big gap back to third, so there is some time that can be used. We see Tokyo in third now, just coming around that bend. And Wood just behind. Followed by Armtech, Storm King, Demon and Stormy side by side, then Baz, TJ Snorker and Zach, and then the big group of the middle pack. So everything's still fairly tight in the top 20. Those Side Effects unlaps themselves from Cheese, and then Cheese instantly laps them once again. But that was a bad route around there from the boost. Has Cheese lost their momentum after having a few very strong laps? Further back, we've got Tokyo coming through quite slowly, which means Baz and Wood have a chance of overtaking. Baz with a rebound, Wood taking a good line through there. Will be side by side with Tokyo, but going the slower route once again could be costly. So Tokyo, Snorker and Stanky on the quicker route through. Superboss has managed to get stuck halfway through that route. They've just totally stopped dead on track. Stanky manages to get the shortcut. And that will push them up into third. Wood fighting with Snorker for fourth. Snorker's going to be just in front, blocking Wood. But Zach's going to give him a nudge. Tokyo's going to get the shortcut there and gain a bunch of positions. And we'll be moving up to take that third place from Stanky. Yeah, you don't want to burn out too early on these races. Getting them good. As we see, Beefcake is off in the background, so that is race over for them. So of course we're seeing Shax doing really well at really well at the moment. But could they burn out and start to lose positions in the second half of this race? And yeah, with your current race position, as Demon says, you cannot call it rigged. So Cheese still in second, Tokyo in third. So they're starting to make a bit of a gap between the top three. That can all be changed by a good lap from someone further back. Meanwhile, everyone else in the top 20 is still very close together fighting for positions. This Snorker into the quick pipe, so is Wood. Bit of a pile up as Cloud Monkey got slowed down. Stanky getting the quick pipe while Zach, Armtech and Cloud Monkey have gone down the slower one. Stormy with a massive run through the quick one. Get past the three of them and is now chasing down Stanky onto lap 6 and the halfway point of the race. Baz, Demon and Dom coming down the quick pipe. TJ and Dirtmarsh have caught up as they're colliding together, slowing each other down. So we'll head up to the line and see how this plays out. Looks like Baz will get the lead over that pack. Demon just behind, but Demon's going to cut through with a better run through the spinner. TJ's going to join behind. But Dom and Dirtmarsh, so they may be getting the quicker route round. Dom definitely is. Go and have a look at our front runners. Looks like Shaq has taken the slower route. Cheese had a chance at getting the shortcut, but dropping down just short, but will be in front of Shaq's and will take first place. See Space Comet, but of course they are a lap down. So we're going to see Cheese actually getting into a shortcut once again. So this is going to be a big gain for Cheese, pushing back up into first and in front of Shaq's by a good bit of time. And we've had a marble camp request for Demon. So we've just seen Cheese and Shax go into the same pipe. So then positions should stay pretty much the same. Demon gaining a few positions while looking at that. So we will watch Demon and see how things are going here in 10th. So a chance at the shortcut. Let's see if they can make it. They do get the jump. So that'll be a good position game. We saw Stormy just below them. We've got Dirt Monster and Wood chasing. They bump Christopher. We've got side effects on the back runners causing some trouble. Staying out the way of these few. This has put Demon up into 6th. The Pesky Bird wanting to be in the top 20. Have to start hitting them shortcuts, pulling out some quick times. See Demon getting up into 5th while watching this. Carol looks like they've got stuck there at some point. So we'll only watch Demon for a little bit longer and then we'll go back to the rest of the race. It looks like we're now in a bit of a quieter spot. No one particularly close. So let's zoom out and see where 6th is. So there is a bit of a gap now. The top 5 are starting to spread apart. But everyone behind, still close together. Still fighting for them crucial point scoring positions. See Pesky Bird just coming into the top 20. Demon with a good run on Tokyo. But they are going to get squeezed out to the wall. But they'll be chasing them to the line. And where are the front runners? So Cheese having some trouble in the pipe. A good boost run by Shax could put them up into the top spot by quite a bit. Looks like Alice has just gone off in the background. So that'll be the end of their race. And Shax is going around the outside of Cheese as Cheese has not got much momentum going through this pipe. Having some difficulties. A rebound off one of the bouncers. That is really going to be good for Shax, but bad for Cheese. Big time loss for them. So Magic now at risk of being lapped. So Zach now very close to Cheese, and Cheese taking the longer route as well is not looking good for them. Shax just missing the bounce pad shortcut. We see Demon still chasing down Tokyo, and then the big group fighting for positions just behind. Logan has now got the fastest lap, so we'll be looking to try and pick up an extra point from that. And Demon has managed to get past Tokyo, so Cheese is down to 3rd, Demon up to 4th. Zach is now in the lead. See, Jenny's got stuck on a spinner, but they'll probably get hit free by Shax here. Shax is going to narrowly miss. No, they got pushed in by the spinner into the shortcut, so Shax is going to reclaim the number 1 spot with a very good boost run. So we've got Wolf off in the background as well. To seeing a few DNFs in this area. But Zach losing a bit of time. Shax is now going to move back up into 1st. So Shax's already got into 1st, not shortcut. Yeah. There's still a fight going on for 1st here between Shax and Zach. Meanwhile, Cheese a bit further back, still in 3rd. Demon's still just in front of Tokyo, but looks like Christopher's going to get the quicker pipe round here and maybe able to take that 4th spot from Demon. And they have done. But can Demon pull it back? Looks like Snorker is also ahead. The Snorker taking 4th, Christopher in 5th, Demon in 6th. Bounce there means Tokyo is going to get past as well. Baz and Dirt Monster sending Demon backwards off the spinner. Bit of a tactical play by them, not good for Demon. Cheese taking the longer pipe around this area. This could be a bit of a throw for Cheese, as they're going to drop out of the top 3 as Snorker comes through to take 3rd. Christopher slowly coming out. Looks like Cheese might just be able to stay in front of them. And Pesky Bird just trying to cling on to the top 20. It's Cheese, Storm King, and then Christopher. A bad bounce by Cheese. It's going to drop a position. They've got Dom and Baz just behind. We are on lap 8 of 12. So let's go take a look at our front runners. It looks like Zach is having some trouble, so Shax is going to take the top line across nice and easy, and we'll take that top spot. Zach getting moving again. There's a big gap back to that 3rd spot though, so Zach doesn't have too much to worry about in terms of losing that 2nd place. You now see Snorker coming through, followed by Baz. It looks like Pesky Bird has dropped out of the top 20. Logan still holding the fastest lap, currently in 17th. Wood with a big increase up to 12th, just behind their teammate Stormy. Demon now in 10th. Cheese all the way down to 8th, all the way down to 9th as Woods jumped up a few more positions. Getting a very good run through the first part of this lap. So Shaxx balancing on one of these spinners, having a bit of trouble. That's losing a lot of time. We see Baz flying through in 2nd now, trying to chase down that top spot. A bit of a flick up from the spinner is going to slow them down. But now Zach and Storm King are very close behind. And then Snorker. But Storm King is irrelevant in that situation as they are a lap down. So they do not matter in terms of the position there. So it is Zach that is close to Baz. And then Snorker behind. Harry and Christopher fighting side by side. Then we see Cheese, but Dom just sneaking through. So does Tokyo and Dom getting the shortcut could be big. We see Demon getting through as well, and Shona, Akane, Zor, Ib and Dirtmaster together. Dom getting quite a few positions. A good run there will hit the back of Baz. Zach getting slowed down and losing those 2 positions. Shaxx having trouble as well. Baz losing all that momentum. So this means Dom is going to make an absolute run and go all the way up into 1st place. So incredible run by Dom. But can they keep hold of this top spot? They're going to the pipes. It's like Shaxx and Shona will be taking the quicker pipe. Baz down the slower one is going to drop out of the top 3. Zach in the quicker one as well. Snorker in the slowest of the pipes. See Harry go through the quick one with a lot of momentum getting past Baz. Although Shona with a fall, having some trouble getting up to the line, is not what you want. So it's now Dom in the lead, followed by Shaxx, Zach, Harry, Shona, Baz, Tokyo, Christopher, Akane. Well, even Akane fighting side by side. Then Wood, Snorker, Demon, Dirtmaster, Cheese now down to 16th, losing lots of momentum into the second half of this race. Then Cloud Monkey, Pesky Bird, and Logan just clinging on to the top 20 and still holding the fastest lap. Yeah, you were doing better when I was watching you, Demon. That is true. Maybe I'm not bad jinx. Maybe that's the way. Use them channel points for the marble cam. Very beneficial. Oh, you redeemed? Oh, you did. Sorry, I did not see that. A marble cam redemption by Cheese. Good thing I was looking at the chat. I was wondering what you're on about first, but I just realised. Of course, there's no. Was it for Pesky? Oh, so it is. Oh yeah, they aren't on the thing anymore. So that is my bad there. That is my bad. I'll take that one. Next time Pesky Bird comes onto the top 20, if they manage to get back on. Oh yep, there we go. Look at that. Just as I was saying. There we go. We get a Pesky Bird cam. Actually fighting side by side with Demon at the moment, just trying to cling on to the top 20. Yeah, there's no noise or anything when a marble cam thing gets redeemed. So of course, when I'm concentrating on the race, I don't necessarily notice it until I look at the chat. And of course, if it's gone past in the chat, I also may not see it. I just saw it in my activity feed and just saw the name Cheese. Yeah, there we go. So, Pesky Bird currently in 19th. Logan's all the way up to 11th, so a good lap for Logan. If Pesky will get the shortcut, looks like they will. Got Wood just behind them. Interesting camera angles here with all the obstacles. They're still just clinging on in the top 20. It looks like Wood's going to get the shortcut there. Cheese being pushed by Pesky Bird. Pesky Bird going to try and lunge for the inside. He's going to sneak past Logan, moving up to 17th. Logan now in 18th. Akane is going to sneak around the outside of Pesky Bird and take that position. But Pesky Bird will take it right back. Bad bounce off the spinner though. That's going to push them down into 20th. Back on the brink of a point scoring position. Past the spinner, they'll go underneath. Went underneath someone. Getting past Cheese. Cheese having a bad bounce, but look at that ride over the wall by Pesky Bird. It's going to be a big position gain. Now in front of Tokyo. Tokyo's going to fight back for that position and block them out. The power of Marble Cam indeed. So Pesky Bird moving up to 16th in that run. Can they also line up for the shortcut pipe? They don't. That is a bad bounce. It's actually going to put them into the slowest pipe, so this could be bad for Pesky Bird. They're going to have some trouble on the boosters, trying to get going again. We are going to take a zoom out and see what is going on. It looks like Cheese has managed to get back past, and Pesky Bird has dropped back into that 20th position. But Stormy is going to come down, give them a bump, to sneak past and just steal away that 20th spot. So Pesky Bird trying to keep hold of a point scoring position into the second half of this race, pushing Stormy back, trying to keep a hold of that spot. Meanwhile, up at the front, looks like Woods made a big gain up into third. So where are the front runners right now? Here we go, we've got Dom just here. Oh, Wood with the rebound back onto the track is going to be costly. They're just going to miss out on the booster, so that's going to be a slow roll for them. Could throw them out of the top 3. Cheese, are you going? Is that what the C is about? Oh, is Pesky Bird saying they're going and you're saying C is Pesky Bird? Ah, okay, yeah. Just realised what was being said. Well, thank you for joining us, Pesky Bird, if you're leaving. Enjoy what you are going off and doing. And hopefully it will be at least a point scoring result by the end of this. Work on my streaming. I told you I'm not as busy with the chat in these races. It's more the showcases where I'm looking at the chat more. Got to focus on these races. So Wood in 7th, quite a bit of a drop with that disaster at the top. See, the showcases are better when it comes to stream communication, definitely, when it comes to chatting and talking with people. However, I think people get more enjoyment and excitement out of seasons because there's some competition in it. The best time to try and talk to me would be in the starting bit or the ending bit of these races. But yeah, I do need to be more vigilant with the chat. I need to get better at spotting things. But Wood with a good fly through the short. It looks like Demon's moved all the way up to 5th in all of that. Although I've dropped down to 7th. Where did Demon get past? And now to 8th. So, okay, so Demon was quite helped. Clearly got held up before the entrance of the pipe. He's going in the shorter pipe though. We're going to gain a couple of these spots back. Flying out between Dom and Poms. But Carol with a better run. I did see in the Discord your picture of one of the marbles being pulled over. Yeah, it looked interesting. So is that going to be a frequent occurrence down the highway? So Snorker's now in the lead. It looks like we've got a lot of back runners. Everyone very spread out now. Where is our front runner? Snorker. Am I too far ahead? Or too far back? I've managed to get myself totally lost. Let's do this. Yes, I was way too far ahead. So it looks like they've run slow, and it's now Wood up into first, Demon in second. So a big gain for these two, and they'll be fighting it out. But no, they won't. Wood's trying to make a breakaway. Demon getting held up in the spinner because of Shax and Storm King, and Poms is going to come through as well, but he's going to get stuck with Arm Tech trying to bump Snorker and Demon, but they are okay. There's a bit less than 10 of them, so sort of. Can't wait to see it. Demon getting slowed down quite a bit. Can they get moving again? They don't want to get stuck like Skyline is. They do get moving again. Shax up in the lead. After dropping a bit through the second half of this race, they've managed to regain their momentum and get back up into the lead. So we see Snorker in second. Wood getting a shortcut drop down is going to make a big lead. But they're currently not on the leaderboard. Is Wood now a lap down? Surely not. They were definitely on the leaderboard at the start of this lap. Snorker with a good drop down there. Looks like Wood is actually now a lap down. Maybe there's a shortcut miss. Not entirely sure what's happened there, because I was sure Wood was on the leaderboard going into this lap. But that is terrible news for them, as that was a chance at getting up into a battle for the top 3. But instead it's Snorker in the lead. Shax with a good run is going to take that lead. Poms is going to try and move up to second. They do. They could have got stuck, but don't know. I'm not entirely sure. I will have to watch that bit back. So we're heading towards the final lap. The Demon in 4th, Christopher in 5th, Baz in 6th, Zach in 7th. Pesky Bird's moved up to 13th. Cheese dropping down to 17th. We've got Barto up on the leaderboard, just in front of Sawyer. So I'm sure Pesky Bird will be happy to see that if they can keep hold of that position. Demon's going to get the quick route. Go absolutely flying past Shax. And they get a good entrance into the pipe. They do. But Shax is not far behind. So Demon now moving up into a top 3 position. No speaking of thy name. Okay, I'll try and avoid it for this final lap. But Snorker in the lead. Armtech still stuck. Looks like China is off in the background. Got Snorker getting held up by Magic, one of our back runners. Snorker getting through quite a bit of a gap back to second, as Shax is going to get held up by a few of our back runners as well. And Christopher's going to get past Shax. Shax is in some big trouble getting stuck on the spinner. Does get moving again as Zach comes flying through as well. Going to get past Shax. Your Snorker took the longer route round. Christopher's going to be doing the same. So a shortcut here could push someone up into the battle for first. So Zach, Shax, and one of our back runners, Space Comet, have taken the quicker route, but Shax dropping down. Zach also failing to get the big shortcut, but is in front of Christopher. So it looks like Logan's race is over. So is James. And no, is Demon going to get stuck with them? No, Demon doesn't. So is there a different layer that they're getting stuck under here? I'm not entirely sure, but Demon, I thought, was actually going to lose their race. I know not to say the name, but you've moved down to 10th since I wasn't. Yeah, we've got three people stuck there now. There will be DNFs. Bombs is going to get a big shortcut here. That is going to move them up to 2nd place. Diamond Swords going a bit slow, but they are one of the back runners. Looks like Snorker is heading down to the pipes already. Straight into the quickest one as we come down to the end of the final lap. And Pesky Bird and Cheese look like they're battling out 16th, 17th. But coming up to the finish, Snorker in the lead, very clear of 2nd. And there we go, Snorker is going to take the win on this race at Sewer Speedway. We head further back to see Poms. Poms is going to end up in one of these slower pipes. In fact, no, it was not the slowest. And Zach is coming up. This could be close to the finish. Zach's going to fly through with a lot of speed. He's going to try and take 2nd place. Will Poms be able to hold on to 3rd at least? Heading up to the line. Zach getting slowed down a bit. Poms out to the left side. Looks like Zach is going to take that 2nd place. Poms is going to take 3rd. Quite close between them two. Poms unfortunately dropping 1 position on the pipes. Then we have Shax. After a pretty good race, it's going to finish 4th, just outside of the top 3. Then we see Christopher coming up. Harry just behind, followed by Ib. Very close between them 3. Christopher will take 5th, Harry takes 6th, and Ib takes 7th. It's like Demon managed to gain some positions through that pipe section. He's going to move up to 8th. And will secure 8th across the line, showing it in 9th. Baz in 10th. We see Tokyo in 11th. Cheese has dropped out of the top 20. The Dom down below. Pesky will not be able to chase them down. Dom is through in 12th. Bit of a slowdown for Zor and Pesky Bird trying to get into this pipe. But Zor is going to take... Oh no, Pesky Bird actually flying through to steal 13th. Zor with a bad landing will take 14th. Pesky Bird got a very good launch out of there. And Cloud Monkey... Akane taking 15th. Cloud Monkey taking 16th. Barta getting knocked out of the top 20 as well. Just in time getting into the top 20. But Marley's going to jump in front of them to take 17th. Just in time 18th. TJ 19th. Barto just pulling back into the top 20. Looks like they will be taking that 20th spot and the last of the point scoring positions. So we also see Muffin, Mario, School of Thugs, Sawyer, Andrew and Cheese all coming through together. So a big fight for the top 20. But that is the point scoring positions secured. Looks like Minnie's going very slow below. Daz is going to get past them. See Boer, Blockmaster and Stormy going through the pipes now. But our winner. Go to the marble cam of our winner. Coming round to the line once again. Stalker. So congratulations to them on the win on race 4 at Sewer Speedway. And while we watch this marble cam of the winner, I'll input the results onto the leaderboard, and then we will be back with, speed things up, and then we'll be back with the standings after this race overall and the predictions to see how many DNFs we had this race. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes with those. Okay, so the results have come in. It doesn't look like we had a fastest lap in the top 20. So as we make our way down, the Cheese finishing in 27th. A big drop towards the end. Wood and Stormy with a big drop as well. Fastest lap was still held by Logan, finishing in 52nd. I'll pop that on the leaderboard as well. If I can find him. There we go. And there are the DNFs as well. So make sure I've got all of this put in, because some stuff, when the fastest lap isn't actually in the top 20, I can't see who got it until this leaderboard comes through. Oh, with this many people at the moment, it makes it a lot harder to find people in this list. There we go. Let's try and look for Snorker for the race winners. There we go. Now I can have a quick look at the chat. The music is so quiet. It doesn't sound too bad to me. And according to the sound levels, it doesn't sound too bad. And when I watched the videos back, I didn't think it was too quiet either, but maybe that's just me. When the predictions, I think Demon's worked out the predictions again already. This song is just louder. Okay, so yeah, maybe it's just the difference in the song volumes on this mix. But yeah, DNF, so let's go through and see how many we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Counting with UMR. So choose outcome. I don't think you did win. Actually, wait, that wouldn't be it. That'd be 10, wouldn't it? If I just totally miscounted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, yes. You make me sound really stupid there, because I would have said that'd be 51 to 61, surely 10. But that's why I counted through manually. So how am I double counting somewhere? That is definitely 11. Yeah, because it includes 51, doesn't it? So if you did 51 to 61, then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then it would be 10. So yeah, it is 11. See, that's why I counted out. Trying to make me look stupid. So I'm sure I don't get the predictions wrong. So yeah, 11. So unfortunately, the prediction was technically wrong. It is 11 to 15, so I will be choosing the 11 to 15 outcome. Complete prediction. So, I mean, technically, Demon, that was the first prediction you've got wrong. However, I think you were the only person to actually put in a prediction this race. So, you could argue that your win record continues, or your loss record continues, or non-loss record, however you'd put it. So technically, you got everything back. So you haven't lost in a prediction yet. If that's worth anything. But anyway, after all that fun counting with UMR, bad maths, and predictions, we'll actually look at the leaderboards and see where the standings are at. So over to the leaderboard. So, fastest lap, no points for Logan, down in 52nd. Of course, you have to finish in the points to get that extra point. But Zach, currently in the #1 spot with 50 points. Space Comet in second with 45. Not picking up any points this race. Jake, third with 42. Is actually tied with Snorker and Harry for that third spot. Then we have Dom, followed by Carol, and then Logan and McWave tied at 30 points. Then Magic Monkey taking the 10th spot to make up the top 10. How long did that race last in game? Let me just check. It was 16 minutes for the winner in game time. And look, it's about an hour for the stream, so I've calculated that quite well. But now I know I need to be aiming for around between 15 and 20 minutes, I'd say, for race times. But obviously for multiple laps, I just work that out based on how much it is for one lap and then multiply it up with my amazing math skills. We do have a couple of longer tracks, so we do have two that are really long, but I've made them 2 laps long, so even though they do go over the time anyway, they're basically going to be our special long races, so you have to really buckle in for them ones. Yeah, outside of the top 10, we have Marley, Adam, Shona, Zor, Muffin, Wolf, Alice, Baz, Poms, Cheese, Beefcake, Shax, Cloud Monkey, Pesky Bird, and Christopher, making up the top 25. And the next race, which will be tomorrow at the same time, is going to be on Forest Raceway. So there is that to look forward to. Of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, then make sure you head over to the Twitch and follow to watch these live and take part in any future events. And please subscribe as well, it really help out the channel a lot. We do have a lot of viewers that are not currently subscribed. But that is going to be it for this race and this stream. So I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.